So I torture myself by looking at old photographs. This is actually just from 2007, June 2007, so it's like 6 years ago, but I was so happy. You know, I had such a rough time at training. I can't believe how healthy I was. You know, the year before I was over 50 pounds heavier, and more importantly, I had a job that I loved, and nothing but hope and happiness. And yet, Jane Karsh trashed all that. I gave it my best shot, and I would still be doing it if I hadn't hurt my back, and and you know, the physical toll that the accident took on me is, you know, adding even more to it. But I would have still been fighting. But so I was looking at this old blog from a year ago, this entry, where where was it? Shoot. No, it wasn't that one. It was... Oh yeah, okay, so I was talking about when I had my fallout with my neighbor over trying to change my tire, have my tire changed, and his car was parked right up next to mine, and because of the tinted windows, I didn't see he was on the phone, blah, 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 and it turned into this big fight, yelling match, and I mentioned the girlfriend at the end and how she disappeared because he had said horrible, horrible things to me about how crazy I am, just like the yelling neighbors, you know, about sex with the dog and all that kind of stuff. And but that was the day after this entry, which was, I had the police at my door for this one because of Jane. And but my point is I believe, because these are so close together, I truly believe that that Robin and Jane have spoken, and I wish, you know, it sounds silly when I say Dear FBI, but they're the ones that investigate conspiracy, I believe, and I really do believe that, you know, I mean, for Robin to go into a laundry room to protect prostitutes coming in and out of our building and tell them I was filming them, you know, not only is, you know, and she's the wife of the board member, it's not only anti-productive to the building, but to, you know, my safety. I mean, she doesn't know what their pimps or whatever might do, blah, blah, blah. So I was reading this. It was called Yulid. Ever heard anyone say the words, "You'll never work again in this town"? Even before transit police officer Deborah Moore stole my life, replacing a bright future with PTSD. I don't want to get into Melissa Gilbert, but then at the end of it, it ends, I will call Bikram yoga after the before pic, looking like Demi Moore in the sun, throwing my arms up in the air after my training. At the age of 46, I'm supposed to believe and accept anyone believe it, that my demise has been by my own emotional problems, nothing to do with constantly being surrounded by backstabbers taking my financial stability. Fucking loser neighbors says the other day when I needed a ride, what's in it for me? That's what I've been reduced to, crying shame. And in the middle of this, like, 5-page freaking long thing, I wrote, I feel like Dexter, with Jane Karsh. And it very clearly says, you know, I would never want to kill someone by my own hand, but, what does this one say? Jane Karsh, past 5 years, so much, where is it? Well, anyway, I clearly said I would not, like I said, I wasn't born this way, she did it to me, Deborah Moore, I never became that far gone because I was still young, confused about what had even happened, anyway, sure, hated her and could imagine slapping her around or dead from a faraway accident, think about her dead, but no need to actually see her dead. She, like the rest, just a bunch of idiots. I feel like Dexter Morgan with Jane Karsh, even if I imagine the face of her kids witnessing her on a soundstage scene with knives and plastic wrap. I was just angry and trying to describe, how indifferent she's made me towards her, whatever. And, but the police report reads, Fortini made several statements on her blog saying that she fantasized about watching, where is it? About watching Jane be murdered and about exploring violent fantasies. So that's the impression she gives the police, and that's not at all what it is. This whole thing was about sabotage, slander, and saying you'll never work again in this town, and how a few people have done it. And so it's just ironic to me that, she says this type of behavior has been going on since 2007, and she blames her, blah, blah, blah. And I cannot believe that, if the cops are busy and they don't have time to really read it, I could see taking a sentence